This might be my favorite story of the day, as left-wing journalists are having meltdowns that people are using AI to make fun of their most favorite person, that is the super soldier. You know, left-wing media likes to pretend that they are against attacking people and they don't like when people get hurt or when Kentucky Fried Chickens get burned down or Wendy's get burned down. But the left-wing media, and quite frankly, the right-wing media, all love it. Now, the difference is that right-wing media will openly disavow this, while left-wing media will not. And here's a perfect example of it, because Gizmodo, which used to be like a tech website, but just basically morphed into this leftoid fake news garbage website, is having an absolute meltdown, a mentee bee, as the kids say, because people are making fun of their heroes, Antifa. Let's look at this. By the way, this story was sent to me from our members Discord. We are deep in the throes of our October celebration. We have pumpkin carving contests, scary movie lists, creepypasta contests, costume contests, all that kind of stuff over at thequartering.com/join. I hope you'll join today or over the weekend. I would absolutely love to talk to you directly in the Discord. You may see I'm not really on X so much anymore. Well, that's because I'm there. Fake protest videos are the latest AI slop to go viral in the mega world. Trump supporters are doubling down on AI sadism. I mean, are we really going to be that guy? Are we going to, does Gizmodo want to be the, hey, you guys can't make fun of Antifa. Hey guys, you can't make fun of Antifa, even though they are now according to President Donald Trump, a literal Terry group. Here's Matt Novak, fan of the super soldier and fan of Republicans and conservatives getting hurt by these people, in my opinion. Last week, OpenAI released Sora 2, which is the latest version of its AI video creator, along with the new Sora app for making and sharing those videos. The new tool has led to an explosion in realistic AI videos on social media, including plenty of fresh discussions about intellectual property rights. But one of the oddest things to emerge with Sora 2 is the new crop of videos showing AI protesters. Well, you may have seen like the Super Mario, Mario gets pulled over or in his Mario Kart or whatever. There was, kind of a lot of videos like that were kind of funny. And to be honest, like I still have an eye for what's AI or not, but I get that, people who aren't familiar with it, they don't see it immediately and think it is AI, especially if they take a video that's like 95 or 90% real and then make small changes to it. There's very, very few people that can detect this. I think there'd be a lot of money. There's probably already. If there isn't, here's a free business idea for you guys. In creating a website that you can just put a video in or put a link in and have it scan and be able to tell you if it's AI generated or not. I feel like that would be, because there's a watermark on Sora 2, but there are also now tools to remove that watermark. So people are literally using it to generate fake news, which I hate. And I am not a big fan of AI, especially in video generation. It is progressing rapidly ahead of literally any detection tools. Like X and Twitter and YouTube should be able to automatically watermark videos that are AI. I don't think it necessarily hurts them, but it does prevent people from being duped, especially if they're created with malicious intent. These aren't just any protest videos. Specifically, supporters of President Trump appear to be making videos of protesters being brutalized by the federal agents and troops who have been sent to U.S. cities. It's probably a bunch of Pakistanis who are making X revenue. Let's be honest. They're probably not MAGA at all. I mean, did you know Defiant L's, by the way, that big, Twitter account? He's not from America. Ian Miles Chong, everyone loves to think he's MAGA. He's not from America. There's a whole bunch of these right-leaning meme accounts that are all just run by Pakistanis or Indians and their bot farms. But anyway, nobody seems to care when I point that out. Trump has most recently been tried to deploy the National Guard to Portland and Chicago. Well, those deployments have been delayed by the courts, not anymore. those cities are still crawling with ICE agents and terrorizing immigrant communities. They're terrorizing illegal immigrants. And, you know, if you didn't want to deal with ICE, then you shouldn't have broken the law and illegally entered this country. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me, right? Pretty obvious to me. It just, to me, I mean, anyway. So this video goes viral. What's your name, soldier? Has 40 million views. Well, let's look at it. Oh, here's the sound. I don't really use Instagram.
Name, soldier, tell me your name. What's your name, soldier? Yeah, you hear me? What's your name, soldier? What's your name, soldier?
Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, it's hilarious. It's very obviously AI generated. 1.6 million likes. You don't even have to have like an eagle eye to tell. First of all, they did upload it and they left the Sora watermark on it. So you can't even be mad and say that they were trying to fool anybody. This is not a fake video. They literally said protester gets the answer. He's looking for no prompts were harmed in the making of this AI video. Like they literally said it's an AI video.
What's your name, soldier? What's your name, soldier? Tell me your name. What's your name, soldier? Yeah, you hear me? What's your name, soldier? What's your name, soldier?
Sergeant Pepper.
What?
Now, I would have liked to see some crying and, you know, some screaming. That would have been a better one. The video's been shaved on several platforms, including TikTok and X, where many people don't seem to understand it's AI. Well, it has a Sora watermark on it. The actor James Woods, a Trump supporter who frequently shares right-wing memes on X, wrote on Tuesday about the video, couldn't get better than this. Haiku level brilliant. Many of the comments seem to be just as oblivious to the fact that it's AI. Another video became popular on Facebook, Instagram, and X, shows AI protesters shouting, "No queso, no cheese," apparently a racist riff on the common protest, "No justice, no peace." Okay, let's look at it. Let's see if I can be fooled by it.
You hear me? No queso, no cheese.
Get back.
No. Ah! Ah, my eyes! Ah, I can't see. I can't see.
That is wildly obviously fake. And first of all, the Sora web app or the Sora watermark is on there, and the mouth doesn't match up. The pepper spray's not right.
No queso, no cheese.
Get back.
No. Ah! Ah!
And by the way, he
My eyes!
just stays there and doesn't move. He doesn't try to put his hands on his face.
Ah, I can't see. I can't see.
Oh, there he did at the end. Again, none of these appear to be very convincing. Now, you could make the same argument about the Democratic establishment that has been putting out lies. How about, you know, you can't get the infection if you get the jab. How about that? How many people believe that? Lots of them, you know? Lots of people believe that, but I didn't see Gizmodo writing that article. The video's got over 1.5 million views on X alone with the caption, "Lamau, that was beautiful. And before you ask, I voted for this 100%. The phrase "I voted for this" has become a common thing for far-right supporters of Trump to say when something particularly brutal has happened to their political opponents. Not necessarily. And by the way, this video has a community note. So what are you complaining about? The Instagram version of the video, which includes a caption, "Liberals acting like clowns, got treated like clowns by federal agents. Goodbye, FAFO," an acronym for F around and find out. Some users on Instagram have pointed out that it's AI, but the account insists that the comments that it's real. It's not, obviously, and the big Sora watermark should be the clue to anyone who's familiar with OpenAI, but unfortunately that kind of watermark isn't enough for most people these days to differentiate between fake and real content. Well, how about when CNN gets on the news every day and says that Donald Trump said there are very fine people on both sides? Did Gizmodo write an article about that? And look, you don't need to convince me. You don't need to recruit me to your, worried about AI club. I absolutely am. I think that commentators will probably be slowly replaced by it. We have a little bit different of a moat than other content creators, but, you know, most of the popular content that will be consumed on the internet in 10 years will have some form of AI using it. This is just a fact. It's a fact that I wish wasn't true, but it is. The shorter story videos are also being combined into larger compilations of AI-generated fakes, like this one on X, that includes jokes about the protesters being paid. It's a common right-wing accusation. No, these people are paid. They are being paid. They linked, oh my God. They linked to a video that has 3 likes and 1 comment that's spam. That's it. They had to dig so deep and complain about this being a problem. This is a video that was posted 2 days ago and has 400 views and 1 comment. That's what they're worried about? They're going to write this whole article? In reality, aggressive crime is at a 50-year low, and Trump is simply trying to strike fear into the hearts of ordinary Americans. I don't feel like crime is low, do you? How come I have to leave my car windows down and my trunk open when I go to San Francisco? I didn't used to have to do that. How come, 50 people a weekend are getting unrequested lead injections in Chicago? Does that feel like an all-time low? Does any of that? Yes, I don't like AI videos, but as long as they're marked that way, I don't have a problem with it. The real reason the left-wing media is mad is because it's a bunch of videos of Antifa getting owned. If it was a bunch of videos, how come this article doesn't have any AI videos of Trump getting owned? Because there are tons of those. They're only mad because they're using it to make fun of Antifa. They're not, if they were making fun of Trump, they wouldn't be writing this article. And that's why you don't have to care what they have to say. Please do make sure you go on over to thequartering.com/join. Become a member today. I sincerely hope you do. We've got to have a lot of exciting things to do, to do in there and to talk and hang out. And I hope you'll join. And we'll talk to you again real soon.